Hello everyone and welcome to the very first CultureShock podcast. We've got games, films and TV, and I'm your fast-talking game guru host, Tom Powter. With me on my right is the man with the plan, Matt Stevens.
Yeah.
How you doing, Matt?
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Is this your first ever podcast?
Yes.
It is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great. Yeah, alright, you can start talking now. And he's got quotes, he's got scripts, he's our film fanatic, Tom Roach.
Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm pretty good, you?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks.
Awesome.
You can stop talking to me now.
Okay.
So, we might as well dive straight in. This is our first ever podcast. Game Shock first. Whoa. So, oh no, just read through the headlines, I suppose. So,
Well, yeah.
Do whatever you
Someone's
think.
just.
next generation of games is here.
It is indeed.
Be excited.
I'm very excited.
Can we get a woo from you, Tom?
Woohoo.
I'll try and be excited.
Oh, you know.
Did you know they've sold 4.2 million PlayStation 4s as of January 7th? So that's a month ago.
How much is
Who's
this
they?
one?
3 million. Sony,
Okay.
not Nintendo.
Yeah. How well was Nintendo doing?
Pretty poor. Unfortunately, I don't have a statistic for
Alright.
Nintendo, but
I'll just throw this out here now.
let's just say
I am the Nintendo fanatic of the group.
Resident
So I'm very disappointed in Nintendo at the moment.
We'll get into that, don't worry about that. Well, actually, overall in 2013, the 3DS sold the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Despite.
Well, the thing is that does take into account the fact that the PlayStation and the Xbox were only out 2 months.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but also PlayStation is outselling Xbox 1.5 units to 1 in this country. Frankly, I haven't got a clue what that means.
You started off with the interesting stuff, didn't you? Yeah.
Statistics.
Well, what it means.
This is what this podcast is about.
What it means for every Xbox sold, they've sold 50% more, I believe. I don't know.
So they've sold what?
So they've
Sorry,
sold
what?
everything Xbox
Yeah,
has
I
plus
get that.
50%.
50% more. Yeah, okay.
I think that's.
1.5 PS4s worth in
Yeah.
Xbox, basically.
It's not
Yeah.
like someone's cut it in
Yeah.
half. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
No, that got a laugh, didn't it?
God. Well,
Moving on.
We've got some
Let's-
softer
let's-
news. Lucario announced for Smash Brothers. Matt, what do you thought?
I mean, I so want Mewtwo. Everyone wants Mewtwo, let's face it.
we'll discuss this in
Yeah.
another video, but I completely agree with you.
Yeah, we'll get in depth.
Yeah.
All you Smash fans.
But I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm not too bothered with Brawl. I actually used Lucario. He was
Yeah,
one of my characters I used.
it wasn't one of mine.
But then with Melee, Mewtwo was one of the ones I used as well. So
Exactly, so we'll get in depth for you with that.
Some thoughts on Lucario?
I didn't even know there was a Pokemon called Lucario.
Do you know?
Do you know what Pokemon?
I know what Pokemon is, but you know, I got
Who's Pikachu?
Well, Pikachu's the little Thunderbolt one.
Pikachu is the little Thunderbolt one.
He's like
Well,
He's
we'll
also
do
the
a
mascot
box
for
of
a multi-billion corporation.
yeah, but I played the first 150. I've got Pokemon Red still on Game Boy Color. It's upstairs.
You know that game's probably broken now.
No, it still works.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it still-
When was the last time
play?
you used it?
I think so.
Because it dies after, was it
It's
15 years?
years. It was either last year or the year before, something like that. Yeah,
Well, that was a big thing about it, wasn't it? That all the old cartridges were just going to go like
I
that.
haven't actually tried one yet. I don't
Okay.
Stay tuned for another video and see.
Yeah.
We chill you out with absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but I know
Test my
nothing. I
Pokemon
played
works.
Yeah.
Pokemon Diamond on the DS, but was he even in that?
Diamond?
Yeah.
No, Lucario wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Diamond!
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Lucario
Before
was
I
a
make an
diamond,
ass
yes.
of myself, I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
Crystal.
Right.
Direct all Pokemon questions to me, please.
Yeah.
Alright.
Speaking of Pokemon, Pokebank was released, what was it,
So
yesterday?
happy.
Yesterday, I think it was, in
It's taken so long.
countries. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Japan had it for.
Japan had it for
it's-
ages. In
Yeah,
the
no,
West,
they had it.
basically.
They had it for release, and then it they stopped selling on eShop.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they took it off. So people in Japan could download it on the day that they took it off, if I remember rightly, for well up until now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I know the West got it. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah,
So
I
do you
downloaded
mind
it
giving
two
us
nights ago.
what is Pokebank?
Pokebank. It's basically a cloud storage for your Pokemon.
So like builds a computer, but
It's built computer, but like
You have to pay
in
for
the
it.
cloud. Yeah, it's
Right.
£5.
£5.
Yeah, it's so trivial. The costs.
yeah, that's alright.
I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
Kind of.
no,
I've been waiting for it ages because I wanted my Pokemon, my white too.
that's another thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can only transfer through Pokemon Mail.
Yeah, but it also it won't let you transfer hacks.
Ah.
So if you've ever had any
See, that's a
Pokemon
shame
attacks,
because my Pokemon Pearl used to just be a breeding ground for mutated hacked Pokemon. But, oh well.
there will be millions and millions of, well, about 4 Pokemon fans watching this right now saying, or online players who are like, how dare you hack Pokemon?
I didn't use Pokemon. And my definition of hacked, oh actually no, yeah, I did hack Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh well, who cares? Someone thought it was my Pokemon.
You know this isn't my scrum. Pokemon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good idea.
He
Yeah.
comes into himself later on in the day.
Yeah.
So
We
he
didn't actually invite him, it's just that.
Yeah,
takes long. It's not his house.
you're on my property, Jacket.
Maybe this is a bit more up your street, Tom. There's a Sly Cooper movie released. Not released, announced. Well, I wish it was released.
Yeah, I'm really.
And a Ratchet and Clank one as well.
Yeah,
So excited.
I saw the trailer for Sly Cooper, and I didn't think it was real at first. I just thought it's some guy with too much time on his hands.
Just thought you were doped up. That's all I had.
No, I didn't think that. I just I thought if they would have done a, well, it just never crossed my mind.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
It is like my most anticipated film now.
Yeah. It's 2016.
2016, 2015 for Ratchet and Clank.
Really? Next?
I'm really looking
Yeah, it's
forward
next
to
year
it.
for Ratchet and
I
Clank.
like Ratchet and Clank.
I love those games.
You're a Ratchet and Clank man.
I am a Ratchet and Clank man.
Yeah, see, I've never
I
played
haven't
it.
actually played Sly Cooper.
See, I've played every Sly, I've completed every Sly game.
We should really trade those games. Yeah.
What's the, you have the criticism that in the trailer you can see, is it Murray the turtle? Or?
No, Bentley is the turtle. You
Bentley.
can see his eyes
Yeah.
behind his. Because generally in the games, his eyes are glassed over by his glasses,
Yeah.
and it's just so weird. It's not as weird as how Murray looks though. The hippo looks. But I have to say, this is how you should do video game films.
Yeah.
It's like
It's live
animated
action,
in this
CGI
style.
work. It
Um,
hasn't, I mean... there's
You were
probably
saying
examples.
Crash Bandicoot, but I don't see it happening because the main character doesn't talk.
Yeah, I get that, but you know, there have been examples of films where protagonists haven't talked.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's
anime,
a-
like,
in fairness, it
Pixar
was as
films.
bad as making Bowser talk in Sunshine.
That was horrible.
but if you look at Pixar films, like Up, there's that 4-minute scene that conveys their whole love story, and there's no dialogue at all.
But that's only 4 minutes. The main character talks in Up.
Yeah, but you can know what he's up to by his actions, so maybe it can
I
be
suppose so. But then the thing with Crash is every other character talks,
Yeah.
so that'd just be kind of weird. It's being made by a pretty much unknown studio, isn't it? They're making both films.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called.
Blockade is, I think, part of it. I don't know the other one. Can't remember.
But
But yeah.
It's
But,
Insomniac.
we prepare for these
Or was that not
podcasts.
Sly? Insomniac.
Insomniac did
Ratchet,
Ratchet, I think. I'm not 100%, but Sucker Punch used to do Sly, but now it's
Yeah.
Sanzaru because Sucker Punch do Infamous, which I'm looking forward to, but we don't actually not going to talk about that today.
Another time.
Yeah. Also, I predict 2017 Jack and Daxter film. Just saying.
Okay, you
That'd be
heard it
interesting.
first.
That'd be
I
interesting.
reckon so. Yeah, yeah. CultureShock first.
We
Place-
like to predict things, you know.
Yeah, even if they're a load of rubbish. PlayStation Plus memberships have tripled since the PlayStation 4 launch.
Which was going to happen.
Yeah, because they made it mandatory
You have to.
for you to pay. You have to pay to play online.
Yeah, but that scene is definitely worth it. 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't have it, but I don't have a PS4 yet.
It's
But-
just the fact you get free games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even
Instant
before
game
that,
collection.
even before that was
It's a lot
like
cheaper than Live.
perfect.
Xbox
It's
Live.
not a lot. It's not a lot cheaper. It's
It's-
about £1 a month
They're
cheaper.
on par.
But
But-
no, yeah, but
Well, yeah, but you make the money back with instant game collection
Yeah.
anyway.
and
I
do
mean,
you remember? People forgot what Xbox did? Remember Microsoft? Like
I don't think anyone forgot that.
No,
I,
we're
think,
talking about-
I think that shows in
you're talking about the
PlayStation
Xbox
4.
One thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one forgot that.
I think
Then
that,
how many people
that
bought
shows in
Xbox?
the sales.
Because people want to play. I don't know.
Okay.
We're not biased to show it on.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
we are.
because no one here owns. You own an Xbox 360 actually.
Yes, I do.
So you are a resident Xbox.
We've all owned the Xbox 360.
I used to love my Xbox 360. In fact,
I
I still
didn't
do,
take
to be honest.
But in
Did you
fairness,
trade them?
we
I did.
I think all three of us had effectively got both.
Yeah, I have a PS3.
I had a
as well.
PS3, yeah.
We both
Yeah.
had PS3s and Xbox 360s. You still got yours.
Yeah, I've got a Wii as well.
Wii U.
I used to have, Wii U.
Don't judge me.
One of the only people.
Yeah.
There's two of us in the world.
Yeah.
There's two of us in the world. The other one's I'm not going to be able to remember his name now. Head of Japan, Nintendo. What's his name?
Satoru Iwata.
Satoru Iwata. Yeah.
He's
the other one.
Now he's got a Wii U.
It's my friend. We play Mario together.
You usually don't get one of the friends list, yeah.
We're still waiting for Mario Kart. You can't help it, but you know.
Speaking of the Xbox One, Microsoft just released the first system update for the console, and and they've added some stuff that you would have thought should have been on it to begin with. For example, before the update, you did not have any way of finding out how much battery life your controller had there.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And you also couldn't manage your storage either.
Okay.
And they changed that now. Yeah, I know, but they have changed that now.
How bad a design flaw can you get?
Yeah, I know that is very stupid. And also the party chat is broken. And they're hoping to fix that before Titanfall comes out. Anyone interested in Titanfall? Because you know it's coming on PC.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little interested. I've seen the trailer and some gameplay, but it just seems a bit too. Well, not too far-fetched. I mean, it's a game.
Far-fetched.
Yeah,
We're
that's
talking about
the
talking raccoons.
Yeah.
a minute ago.
Yeah, I know. But you know, see Guardians of the Galaxy if you want to talking.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Well, we won't.
Like,
Yeah. Stay tuned for Guardians of the Galaxy.
in about 4 weeks when we actually care.
Yeah. No, but it just seems a bit too ridiculous. But
There's only one reason I watch it.
No, I think Titanfall was okay.
they can be a lot of fun just doing completely off.
I've never played it. I didn't get a chance to play it at Eurogamer. But I mean, it looks like I might pick it up. But the problem is there's so much more.
If I get exactly. If I ever get a gaming PC, I'll go get it. But
well, I mean, the requirements aren't that high. I don't think. They released them recently. You need like a 64-bit Windows, and then you don't need much else. So it's not particularly demanding. Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 5. Anyone here play it?
Yeah,
of course you do. Of course you do. Brilliant game.
Yeah.
And I have to say,
just Trevor.
I'm generally not. Just Trevor.
That's funny to say.
I'm generally not a huge GTA fan. I'm just going to throw my hands up.
No.
I wasn't a big fan of 4. I don't know why. Because I kind of like my GTA to be a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I really like Vice City.
Yeah.
But 5 I thought was just fantastic.
Yeah. Well, 4 was I remember we'd have all been in school at the time when it came out. But I remember people talking about it, and it was like, oh, you can do this, you can do this, and that's like nothing compared to what we got a year after that. And because GTA 5 is a major improvement on 4, just they're not even on par with each other.
5 is one of the most impressive things about 5. I think is just driving, and the world around you is just unbelievable. I know they make it. I mean, well, obviously they can't make it.
Do you want to go on an in-depth conversation? That's another video we're going to do in about 2 weeks time.
But I just think the world is so impressive on GTA.
Mm.
On GTA 5, the world is amazing. And we, you didn't, but we played it online.
We spent a long time online, yeah.
Online,
just
during the honeymoon phase when we loved the game, but
everything
the
broke.
online was so broken.
And then it fixed, and then we stopped playing it, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. To be honest, it was the fact that the online was broken that really turned me off that game. I can't remember the issue. I can't remember the issues. It's been so long now. Servers crashed. I deleted my character about 3 times.
Oh god, yeah, that happened quite a few times. I managed to keep mine. It was my third character, if I remember.
Yeah.
And I just.
But I liked it. It was quite good online actually. It's a shame it didn't work.
It turned female once. My male character turned.
You had a male face though, didn't you? With a ponytail and then.
Something like that, and it was just. It was odd.
Yeah.
But anyway, about GTA, they've shipped 32.5 million copies. Now that doesn't mean they've sold 32.5. That just means they've sent them out to retailers.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's possibly.
I mean, that's a massive number.
It's quite a big number.
I reckon there's still plenty of GTA
If that's
sitting on the shelves.
if that's in total over, I'd say half of it.
They're not going to run out anytime
I think
soon.
that's reasonable.
But, they've made that money. They made their money back on the first day and the first hour. or something like that. So anything now is just profit, so they can afford to lose all these games. But they'll go down in price. But there's pre-owned game copies available. But I think GTA does have a long life usually until the next one.
Well, I mean, I think they were. You say it's got a long life, but obviously it came out just as the new consoles were coming out.
Yeah.
Do you
So a
think that
lot
affected it at all?
of people. I don't think many people will start getting along with the new consoles. It's like stuff from Gran Turismo 6 and.
Yeah,
What else
GT6
has
is not
been-
selling as well as previous GT,
No.
I don't think.
I mean, it's meant to be better. I know that.
Yeah.
I read in. I can't remember what I was thinking.
Are they releasing GTA on the new consoles?
There's not been.
There's
Anyway.
no. So whether or not they do it on PlayStation now.
Well, I shouldn't think so. Not
Oh,
because
for-
well, not for ages anyway, because it's so new. Oh, they
No,
are putting Last of
Last
Us on
of Us.
PlayStation now, but then Last of Us is,
It was a couple of months.
and
before,
also I'm
so
wondering
it
if
was
maybe PlayStation
November.
now only has exclusives. In which case GTA won't be on it.
Yeah, just have to wait and see.
Mhm.
Would you get it again on, or do you think you've...
I wouldn't pay for it again. No.
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 Unless it said.
Because I played the game. I completed the story, so I only been buying
It was actually a fantastic story.
Yeah, I thought
that
it was a
game.
great
It's the best storyline. It's the one I remember most.
Lots of the reviews say that the three characters, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin,
Yeah.
were all really unlikable. I thought they were great.
I thought it was great, even
Especially
even
Michael
Franklin.
Yeah, even
At the end of the day,
Franklin,
and that he was the. I think personally.
He was the weak link. in
He
my
was the
opinion, but
weakest
I thought
story.
they were all pretty great, actually.
Trevor was definitely my favourite.
You quite like Trevor, don't you?
Oh, I know. Yeah, but it's sort of like, you had the three aspects of sort of criminal, you had that sort of like classic, Mike was sort of like Italian, American gangster, sort of that feel to him.
Yeah.
Trevor was the sort of psychopath, and then,
There's the mafia gangster and then the psychopath, basically.
yeah, and Franklin sort of like the boys in the hood gangster.
Yeah. What was
I
Franklin's
think
mate
Frank-
called?
Lamar.
Lamar, that's it,
God.
yeah. So annoying. Yeah. Speaking of making money, Elder Scrolls Online, it's got...
I'm really looking forward to this.
We'll get to you in a minute, Mr. Man of the Plan. you you have to pay for online, to go on the Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, I think
What's
that,
it, like £9 a month?
It's the same as well.
Yeah, same as World of Warcraft, that's right, yeah. But World of Warcraft is bleeding subscribers, so...
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
surprising.
it's,
I think talking about ESO subscription is another video for another
Yeah.
time.
but I think that's a, they're going to make some money off it, but I think,
No, of course they will.
I think it's a bit of a FU to the fans, because people, but then again, once you're bored of it,
No,
you stop
maybe.
paying the subscription,
Yeah,
so.
I kind of think my issue with these games is, if they're going to charge a subscription, they shouldn't be full price at retail in the first place. It almost should be free, not free, because
Like
you can just play it for a
15
month and then you don't pay £9 for the game. So it should be about £15.
Yeah, if I remember, I think even stuff like the Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars, it was only about 20 quid.
Was
I
it?
remember, I think so. Or at least the expansions for it were.
I mean, well, WoW expansions are about £20, which is a lot actually, I think, considering how much you pay for WoW anyway.
Yeah,
So just the expansions being £20 are a lot, I think.
Yeah.
But interesting, the news is, if you're going to play it on PlayStation, you don't need a PlayStation Plus account to play online. So what they're saying is you only need one subscription, the ESO subscription.
Yeah.
However, if you want to play on Xbox, you need both the ESO subscription and Xbox Gold.
Oh, really?
Which is really bad,
Yeah.
because Sony,
Another reason why.
Did they do some sort of deal or?
I don't know, but well, Sony with things like Netflix,
Yeah.
you don't need a PlayStation Plus subscription to watch it because you already have a Netflix subscription. Whereas everyone knows on Gold, you need Gold to watch Netflix, which is ridiculous because you're paying for a paid service.
Yeah.
So I think that's ridiculous.
I tried that on the 360. I tried to get Netflix because I didn't get gold membership, and I had to get gold to watch something
Yeah.
I already paid. It was
Exactly,
ridiculous.
yeah, that's stupid. Whereas on the PlayStation, you get Netflix, you don't have
Even
to.
on the Wii, I think you got it. You got
Yes, you do.
Netflix.
Yeah, but that's
yeah.
when you have to pay for the online.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly.
You make Wii sound so bad.
I thought we started for a point made we sound pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
So, I mean, obviously you and I, we have a next generation of console. We're part of the next generation of
We
gaming.
did.
We're both part of the PlayStation Nation.
Finally.
But the question I want to pose to you, gentlemen, is it too early to buy a next-gen console, taking everything into account. Because Mr. Roach over here wrote a pretty good article on his blog, Tom's Film blog. Go and check it out on WordPress.
Yep.
Just give us the gist of it.
So basically, I looked at a few reasons why would you bother getting a console? Because obviously it's going to go down in price eventually. If you got it on the first day, there's going to be hardware and software issues that will have to be patched. But even though it's free I believe, it would be inconvenient to have your console taken away or anything like that.
I mean, I know Xbox we're actually doing pretty well with that because they had quite a few broken disk drives, and they were replacing them.
They always seem to have problems with consoles.
Also,
there's the Red Ring. Well, yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, there's been nothing like Red Ring this time.
Also, there's the I don't think the initial lineup for the next gen was that great. And I know you two disagree, I think, but like the games I was looking forward to most was I was actually looking forward to Metal Gear.
He did his
Solid.
research.
Very.
I was looking
really
forward to
looking forward to it.
yeah. No, I was looking forward to Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, but as we know, he's mental.
Elaborate.
You're
talking about Ground Zeroes?
Yeah. So basically, Ground Zeroes is going to be released. It's got 2 hours worth of gameplay. It's going to be 40 quid.
Yeah.
And
don't buy it.
Yeah, what he said.
Or do a petition together and make it an indie game.
Yeah.
That'll work.
What you're saying about
lineups.
lineups, I agree. People say the Xbox One had a better lineup, but I've played Rise. It's nothing special. Forza is pretty cool for a launch game. But then I think Killzone is an excellent launch exclusive.
Forza was a release game for the last Xbox, wasn't it, as well?
No. Forza was a relatively...
Was it?
I don't think it was a launch game. You talking about Xbox 360?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was. I can't actually remember, but I don't think it was.
I thought it was Forza 1.
Well, it probably was, because Forza is only on Xbox and it came out in 360.
Wait, is this the third one?
No, this is the fifth one.
It's the fifth one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the game.
Yeah, this is Forza Motorsport 5.
The games for next gen that from E3 it was Division, Destiny.
Yeah, but they were never going to come out.
Watch Dogs. But they're the games I want. So why would I buy a console? And and also there's they've said they're going to provide games for the current 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
They said for 2 years. I think that you can only hold them to their word for 1 year. But still a year because it's going to go down in price within a year probably. I mean I've already seen it's already gone down in price now. How much did you pay for your console?
Well, I paid about £200, but that's because I had about £200 worth of game credit.
Yeah, but how much was
my
the retail
console
price?
Was about £400.
Mine was 350.
No,
so did you get games?
Yeah, I got Killzone and a camera and an extra controller.
So is it 349?
No, mine was 420. No, yeah, 349 for just the console. Mine was 420.
It was really well priced, actually.
The PlayStation's got a great price.
We'll get into this properly another.
Yeah.
I think we're going a little off track.
Okay.
I will put this in perspective though. I have, obviously got from PS4. I only have Creed, so Black Flag, and Battlefield 4. Both ports.
Yep. But then, I also want to point out, your point about the lineup is right, in that we're lacking in exclusive games.
Yeah.
Although I will defend NAC to the end of time. I think it's a great game. I don't think it's a great game. I think it's a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a player. But we're trying eventually.
I think as far as third-party games go, this is a great launch.
Yeah, it's
Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I mean, you've got so much to play. So big games and it's because they're ports that we've been able to get them at launch.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Battlefield so much, despite the fact that it's broken.
I've had PS4 for, is it a week now or 2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks, I think.
It wasn't last Monday, it was Monday before, yeah. And I've already got, how many hours have I racked up? Almost 30 hours now.
Yeah.
I have
racked up a lot of time on
hours.
PlayStation already.
We were actually saying this the other day. We base we decide how good graphics are by how good the water looks. Right? Yeah. We like to look at the water. It's really sad.
The water is
but nice. I mean, we were saying this actually earlier today. both Battlefield and Creed, the water on Creed, for example, looks real.
Yeah,
I think that's just...
I only played Creed at Eurogamer, so it probably wasn't completely finished, but yeah, it did look nice.
So,
it did look nice. And apparently this Creed's pretty good. I thought 3 was rubbish personally, but
3 was rubbish, and that's coming from, Creed fan.
yeah.
So it was worse with all of them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, closely followed by Brotherhood.
Even one.
So what do we think? Too early to buy a console?
Well,
bearing in mind this month we've got Thief, and for PlayStation you've got Drive Club coming soon, Infamous coming soon, next month for Xbox Titanfall.
well, it's probably alright time now, but like the point of when I wrote this blog was never to deter people from getting it. I just pointed out some reasons because I don't have one yet. I plan to get one in like May, June because I'm quite busy at the moment, and I know if I had it, I would play it all the time. And it's going to benefit me if it goes down in price. There's going to be better games out by then. It benefits me completely. But if you want a PS4, if you wanted it on first day, that post wasn't going to stop you from buying it. But
It stopped me?
Yeah, and so I think it's worth buying it now if you want it, but unless you desperately want it, I think it's worth waiting.
I'd say if you've got friends who've got it, definitely get it. I think it's...
Because the best experiences are like multiplayer Battlefield.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, there's 3 of us running around in it.
Mm-hmm.
We want more. We're trying to get him, but it's...
Wait till May. Or maybe early.
We have a clan. We'll introduce you to it later on.
Yeah.
A couple of videos.
Yeah. Don't watch it. We're terrible.
Yeah. Don't.
We're not that bad, but we're not great either.
I am. No, I'm okay.
So, movie shock, gentlemen.
I'm out.
To be honest, this is where our resident film fanatic comes into his...
I'm games and TV, his films and TV, you're sort of a bit of everything.
Kind of.
So, yeah.
I'm a bit of everything, but...
Get out.
Your films and TV.
Yeah,
so let me just... I'm just going to reel off, and I hope you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
We don't.
Super Bowl trailers.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of them. I saw the Transformers one.
I've seen 2, yeah.
The Dinobots I like the look of, even though I think Transformers has jumped the shark.
I don't, but... Get on that. Okay, yeah.
Thanks for your contribution.
Yeah, Captain America, I really like that. The fact that Captain America's looking more like a political thriller. I mean,
I really like the look of the character of the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he looks so cool, and a lot of people, because I know Marvel has their die-hard fans, but a lot of people see these films as passive and they don't know a lot about it, and they may think Captain America is the Winter Soldier because he was like thawed out from ice. But the Winter Soldier is actually this is a spoiler, but if you
leave the video now if you don't want spoilers.
So the Winter Soldier is his mate Bucky Barnes, who fell off the train in the first Avenger, and is captured by the Russians and basically turned into a super soldier like Captain America. So, but he does look cool, and he's equally matched to Captain America.
Do you think he's going to be as good a villain as Red Skull? Red Skull is the Captain America
cool,
yeah. He's Hugo Weaving, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, the thing is, they can't because I don't know if they'll bring Red Skull back because his fate was.
Didn't he get like obliterated by the Tesseract?
Well, he got sort of shot off in a port. Like.
Did he?
He sort of sent a beam of light across the universe and he disappeared.
Oh, I don't remember that. I sort of remember it. I thought he just got broken down by the Tesseract.
No, but also to my knowledge, in the original Avengers script, he was supposed to team up with Loki, and I thought the reason you saw.
I'm just going to jump in very quickly. Yeah. I think that would have been awesome if they had got a amalgamation of Marvel villains to come up against the Avengers rather than just Loki.
I think they'll do that eventually.
Yeah, there's the Masters of Evil.
Next couple of movies sort of thing.
But I think the Avengers 3 is going to have Thanos.
Thanos is the big bad guy, isn't he?
But with the Masters of Evil, you can have Abomination from the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
You've got the leader from the Incredible Hulk, if you remember him. He was the way he got the blood into his head, and he has the big brain.
But you probably only have one per.
Yeah. Initially,
Avenger.
yeah, probably the Mandarin, but as we know, that was
Yeah,
a
so-
disaster.
Yeah.
Then Loki, obviously, a Red Skull.
Iron Man, needed villain.
Yeah, who could they?
Oh, you said Mandarin, didn't you?
Yeah, but,
you said
You
Mandarin.
know, who else could they have? I don't know, like
Who else
Crimson
is there
Dynamo.
now? I mean-
Crimson Dynamo, he's like
The bad guy for the first one was the Ironmonger.
Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was alright.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Yes, he is.
Spoiler, sorry.
I'm pretty sure.
If you haven't seen it by now,
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
As long as they don't bring Whiplash back.
If you haven't seen it by now, just why are you watching this video?
Yeah. We're light years ahead.
Yeah. Who was the second bad guy
Yeah,
in Iron Man? The second movie.
Whiplash.
It was Whiplash. Of
Yeah.
course.
It was a rubbish film.
Well, yeah, I know.
I
That's
don't
why
see
I
how
forgot.
it wasn't great.
It-
I don't
it
see how
was
they
the
could
worst
go
out
so
of the
downhill from the first one.
three. It was the worst out of the three.
Yeah.
First one was fantastic.
Tom disagrees.
That was awesome.
Okay,
I like the third one, yeah.
It wasn't the best. The first was the best,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, so Captain America is Winter Soldier, and there's a storyline people might not know. I won't talk about this now because it's a major spoiler to what Marvel might do 5-10 years from now, so we'll leave that.
Tom has prophetic dreams
Yes, I do.
about Marvel script plans.
Yeah.
So,
I'll happily direct a film for you, Marvel. This time.
you're alright.
Yeah.
So apparently Captain America's going to link to the second Avengers?
Yes, there's rumours that, I don't know if you've heard this, but Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, who were in
I have
the
actually heard
Avengers,
They were, did you say?
they were in the team, the Avengers, in the comics.
Oh, right, I was going to say.
But obviously they're owned by, because they're shared rights with Fox, and Days of Future Past has Quicksilver appearing, and it also looks like Scarlet Witch is going to appear as a child, but they're supposed to be twins, so I don't get that. And people who have seen the early screens of Captain America say Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch look so much better in the Avengers. And they're played by Aaron Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen. No, yeah, you don't know that. Aaron Johnson played Kick-Ass in the,
right, okay.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen it, but I know.
and Elizabeth Olsen is the younger sister of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
I kind of guess.
So she was at
Oh yeah, I thought it was, but I wasn't quite sure if
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's why I thought.
I was like, is she in relation?
But the rumour is that they will appear in the end credits scene. And this is a prediction.
Right.
So the idea of Ultron,
I like the look of Ultron, I think it's
Yeah.
cool. Just saying.
because Ultron will be the villain in Avengers 2,
Age of Ultron.
as well as apparently the villain Baron von Strucker or something like that.
Yeah, I showed you that.
Yeah, a Hydra agent played by
I knew
Thomas,
research.
played by Thomas Crashman, who was in films like Wanted and King Kong.
Was he?
You know, the captain of the ship. He was that guy, the German guy.
That 3-hour epic, which really bored the hell out of me for the first 2 hours.
The one where you see King Kong in like 2
Twice.
hours. And yeah, but I think obviously, I think superheroes are going to let them down in Captain America somehow, and Ultron is going to get created because of that. And it's going to be created from one of Iron Man's suits from the teaser. Did you see the teaser from Comic Con in
For
July?
what?
Avengers.
No, I'll be honest, we haven't seen anything.
Yeah, no. Well, basically it
I'm not
shows.
even sure what this segment's about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just this is just we actually call this Tom segment.
Yeah, Tom Shock.
There's a title here that says Tom segment, not what
Not
do
me,
they call
yeah.
it?
Roach segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, you see Tony's suit start to break down and sort of remold into the shape of Ultron, and so obviously it's like the tech has gone haywire or something. People said Jarvis may have defected or something like that.
How can Jarvis defect? Isn't he a robot?
Well, haven't you seen Terminator?
Yeah.
I won't.
Terminator doesn't defect. I robot, that's not what I was thinking.
Well, like Skynet turns on them, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Terminator 3, sorry. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
So yeah, that's I'm very looking forward to that.
If we're just talking about Marvel, do you want to quickly talk about All Hail the King?
Oh yeah, All Hail the King, if you haven't heard of it, is this Marvel start these one-shot films, they're only like 10-15 minutes long. They've done one with Peggy Carter, you know, the love interest from the first Avenger. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Who on earth is Peggy Carter?
You know the
love interest.
in the first Avenger,
For who?
for Captain America.
Oh, the film, the first name.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call it Captain America? Because
Yeah.
we haven't got to talk about
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, basically, there's one with her and they've done one with the character of Trevor Slattery from Iron Man 3, who was the fake Mandarin.
Such a disappointment.
And I saw it last night, and this is a spoiler, but you can find it. So find this. It's only 10 minutes long. It's worth a watch. I think it's really good. And there's a cameo from another character in there.
If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll whack a link in the description below.
All right. And basically, he's interviewed by this reporter, and you learn a bit more about Trevor Slattery's early life. And then you find out that this guy, the reporter, works for the Ten Rings, and the Mandarin is a real figure somewhere in the world, and they kidnap Trevor Slattery to punish him and take him to the real Mandarin.
But didn't Killian have like the whole Mandarin tattoo, and he breathes fire for crying out loud?
But
so who's he going to become?
People have stated that the idea that he created this version of the Mandarin the same way Stan Lee considers himself Spider-Man.
Right.
And the Hulk.
Oh, I see.
Because it was his invention.
Also, just quickly, in Iron Man 3, is
Yeah.
Mandarin ever associated with the Ten Rings?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because the Ten Rings are the group that kidnapped Tony Stark in the first one, aren't they?
Yeah. So they're obviously just using the name. But this means we might get to see the real Mandarin one day. And I actually thought Ben Kingsley was a great choice to play the Mandarin. And I wonder if, it's in the Iron Man 3, they talk about how he had plastic surgery. So maybe Ben Kingsley could play the same character but the real Mandarin. Or they're looking for...
I'll tell you what that'll be. They'll do that if they realise people wanted him to be the real Mandarin.
Yeah. But a lot of people still want a Chinese actor. But I like the idea of, in the modern world, you know, sort of Middle Eastern is like the enemy of America. I'm not trying to cause any controversy, I'm just saying. But so what?
Yeah.
I think it makes more sense for and the story in All Hail the King that he tells Trevor Slattery of the Mandarin is this warlord person who's passed down from generation to generation. So he's not always going to be Chinese. It's always like the best person for the job. And I think using an actor like Ben Kingsley and then giving him a role so stupid, I think they can use him again, and I think it would work really well to see a real sinister Mandarin. But people suggested Ken Watanabe, I think that's how you say his name, who was in Inception.
He's quite famous.
The Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to see him as the Mandarin?
That's why not.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
But check out All Hail the King. It's worth a watch if you're a fan. And there's a cameo by Justin Hammer. If you remember him from Iron Man 2, he's like Tony's rival, the businessman. He's in the prison as well that Trevor Slattery is in. Okay, so that's All Hail the King for now.
So, what did you think of the Transformers trailer?
That's what
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Is the blonde chick the
Fantastic
same
actor,
blonde
but-
chick from the third one?
No, it's not.
Okay, so I'm not saying
To get a new, just...
It's a completely new cast.
Is it a continuation of the third one?
It is.
Yeah, so when I saw it, I thought, I don't recognise any of these people. I mean, I haven't seen Transformers 2. Well, I might have seen 2.
I've seen 2.
I've seen 1. I might have seen half of 2. I think I just watched it and thought this is
I didn't see 3.
Walk away. But I mean, I was never a fan of Transformers back in, when you were a kid watching it on TV and cartoons and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I never had the toys or anything.
No.
But
Completely bypassed. No, see, I wasn't into anything like that. It just kind of bypassed me.
yeah, but
fair enough.
film looks it's got a sort of better
It might be
cast.
It just looks like Transformers.
Yeah,
the
but-
Dino bots are pretty cool.
Yeah. So I doubt it's
It will be popular either way.
yeah.
Because people love Transformers.
Like
so.
Dark of the Moon, the third
Oh.
Transformers film, that made like over $1 billion, but it was trashed by everyone. It's going to make money regardless, and if you like, it's a bit of fun. I mean, films don't always have to be serious or grounded.
Yeah.
And Michael Bay's not known for directing groundbreaking pieces of cinema. I mean,
Did Michael
I'm not
Bay,
expecting him to be groundbreaking anyway.
like, break down on stage recently?
did he? I heard he got punched by an extra or something.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
something like that.
well.
Most important.
Well, we think it's
We think
nice,
this,
but
this is.
there was the big Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer released.
Yeah.
What do we think?
There's a brilliant trailer. Just,
I think it looks very good.
I want it now.
Yeah. So
There you go. That's my thoughts on it. I just want it now.
It is April, I think. Yeah, but I mean, I was initially a little worried that they were oversaturating the villains. 3 villains. That's exactly the same as Spider-Man 3.
It was gonna. We were worried a little bit that
But
it would be a Spider-Man.
I think Rhino is just the very beginning.
yeah,
I also think Rhino's ridiculous, but we'll get into that in a minute as well.
I think he is just a cameo.
It's Rhino's. If I remember, it's almost a tank, isn't it, or something
Yeah,
like
like
that?
in a mech.
Yeah, it's a mech.
It's stolen from a Russian facility as well, apparently.
Well, you know, I mean, it's something different. Sometimes I like something.
Well, I think because they said Electro and Rhino were unfilmable villains, and I think he's done the best he can to make Rhino believable.
They've done Electro.
Yeah, but now they initially thought they
Oh,
could
I
be
see, okay.
So
that's just CG technology.
I mean,
It's so
speaking
good
of
now.
Electro,
You
he
know.
looks awesome.
He
Yeah.
does look awesome.
You think Jamie Foxx is the right person for the role?
I don't see why not.
I think he
Yeah.
sounds great, the voice he does.
Yeah.
And seeing him as that nerd.
The nerd, I was just about to
nerdy
say,
Max
Max
Dillon
Dillon.
was
I think
incredible.
when he's like, you don't know me, nobody knows me, I'm a nobody. Great lines. I mean, what I don't like though, well not necessarily don't like, his transformation into Electro is just him falling into the tank of electric eels. How
But
does that even make sense?
well, maybe what I think is that because Oscorp are
Because he
behind all
zaps
these.
himself on the thing, doesn't he? Then he drops.
Yeah, in fairness, it's probably slightly like
They're probably
how
like
it happened with Lizard, because let's face it, it seemed to be that he was looking for a way to be like Spider-Man effectively.
What, Max Dillon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And found out about what happened with this lizard,
Possibly.
and found that there was this thing they were trying to do with electric kills. So that's probably why it happened that way.
Yeah, because Oscorp sort of are the hub of evil now.
I have to say, I really like that.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
It's like you
There's
can
some
see
shady base.
In the
like
trailer,
villains now.
Vulture wings,
Yeah,
Doc Ock arms.
and the mystery guy with the hat.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
called people believe he's called the Gentleman.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Can we just mention?
I'm very interested.
Can we just mention for a second? In the comic books, this may be a little bit of a spoiler for people who are unaware.
But people have been talking about this.
People have been talking about it. So
If you don't want to be spoiled,
if you don't want to be spoiled,
don't listen.
skip about, well, I don't know,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're
pull
going to
back.
talk
But in the comics, you know exactly what I'm going to talk about. In the comics, I'm going to get it. Gwen Stacy.
Stacey.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she dies.
I was going to say we haven't even touched upon Harry Osborn yet.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get there. Yeah.
Yeah. But Gwen Stacy's wearing
she's wearing exactly the same clothes
Yeah.
in the trailer as when she dies.
Now, if you don't know, in the comic book she gets killed because she gets dropped by the Green Goblin. Spider-Man tries to save her, but he breaks her neck when he does it. Now, in the film, she's falling from a great height. In the trailer, he grabs her and they go smashing through the building, but I think he drops her, and I think he goes to save her, and then you don't see what happens.
There's also a bit in the trailer where you see him without his mask on and he's screaming.
Yeah, everyone thinks that's it.
Yeah, it's like him screaming over her dead body or something.
And that is definitely linked to the Goblin, because earlier in the trailer, Harry flies through the hole that Gwen Stacy breaks through later.
Yeah.
So it's definitely that same scene.
Yeah.
On topic of Harry, what do you think of him as the Goblin?
Well, I have no problem with him being the Goblin at all.
I think
Is that canon? Does he ever become Green Goblin in the comics, or is he always like Hobgoblin or something?
No, he does become Green Goblin in the comics, but always to my knowledge, he becomes it to avenge his, so like in the original
father,
films.
yeah, but I've always thought it was Hobgoblin.
But I think this will be an interesting setup to show sort of, because Norman Osborn is going to appear in the film, played by Chris Cooper, but it's just going to be Norman Osborn. He won't be the Green Goblin, and in a way, Harry may test the serum on his son first, and Harry's probably
he becomes so.
At least what we've heard from Osborn, because he only gets one line in the trailer.
Yeah.
But he sounds like a bad guy.
Yeah, not everyone has a happy
That's
ending.
it. Yeah.
He's got to be the overall bad guy. Let's face it.
Yeah, I think he could be.
Or at least he'll be.
I think
he'll be the one that starts the Sinister Six.
One of the main bad guys.
Yeah.
Or at least an envoy of the main bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of Dane DeHaan as Harry? I think he looks weird as hell.
At first, I thought he looked. I think he'll do fine because
I think
Harry's
he'll be
quite
fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be
creepy
fine.
and sort of.
They basically, from Sam Raimi's trilogy, they have taken the character of Harry, screwed it up, thrown it out, and redone it completely.
Yeah. But
Now
they've
he's
got-
a slippery.
Yeah,
villain.
so I liked it on Harry, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
But I like that they're
liked it.
changing it
But
up.
I like it.
Oh no, of
yeah.
course, they need to
Because
change
he's
it up.
basically a bad guy from the get-go in this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, not. Well, he is
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because they're still meant to be best friends, aren't they?
Well, they
I
were
think-
their childhood friends.
Yeah, they're not
Childhood
anymore,
friends,
are they?
and then they
Because
become
in the
together.
trailer they're meeting like they
Yeah.
met for the first time.
So in comic book wise, I know it's meant to be like Harry, Peter, Gwen and Mary Jane are meant to all be best friends.
Yeah.
If that is right, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is all four of them.
Yeah, because initially, because Pete's only hooked up with Mary Jane after Gwen Stacy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Which everyone thinks is going to happen now, don't they?
Yeah. But they've
Yeah,
actually
she'll
cut
fine.
the actress who was playing Mary Jane out of the film completely.
Yeah.
She'll be in the next one.
Yeah, but they might recast her. That's what it looks like.
I think she should. I actually think she should be in this movie, just in a couple of scenes anyway. Just to
Just
sort
to
of
build a character.
introduce her.
Yeah,
I don't think they should do an entire.
Avi Arad said that he felt that he didn't. This might have spoiled it, I don't know. But if Gwen does die in this, the fact that she appears in this, she dies. Gwen Stacy dies, and in the next film, him and Mary Jane are together. Sort of like demeans Peter and Gwen's relationship.
Well, yeah, maybe.
That's
I
the sort of
think
reason
that
he
she's
goes.
going to die. Because I think
Yeah.
they've left clues for those who like the comics to
Yeah.
find, like the clothes she's wearing
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I
I think,
think-
if you had
I
no
think- I
idea
think
about the
it's
comics,
fairly- I
you
think-
would see the trailer and think she's in trouble, but she'll survive.
Yeah.
I mean, we've actually been saying ever since when we walked out of the last movie, we were like, well, she's dying next movie,
Yeah.
just by the how.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, her dad's rather ominous thing at the end of the
Yeah.
first film. I can't remember what he says. Something like, "Oh God."
Don't-
something
it's
"Don't
like,
Promise me you'll train the boy.
no, he says something, doesn't he? Like,
That sounds
"Don't
like-
get her involved."
yeah,
He's just
yeah.
like, "I'm going to break your promise and kill your daughter."
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
He's cold-hearted actually, Spider-Man. I mean, I don't know why I like him so much. I mean, it's even on the back of my phone. I would show you, but I can't do it.
There's also the rumour that Black Cat will appear in the film,
Really?
but played by Felicity Jones.
Oh,
but
yeah.
People have sort of
It's almost one
debunked
too
it.
many, isn't it? I think.
They're definitely packing a lot of characters
Yeah.
into this.
But I think like with the Vulturings I think this is just cameos. Like Electro's the main villain. Harry's a
I can almost see Harry surviving into the third one.
really,
Mm-hmm.
I see no reason why not.
I can see him surviving into the third one.
and also Lizard might cameo. What do you
Yeah,
think?
well, I think
Well,
it's,
no,
I think
no, I
it's
think
a
Harry-
on Spider-Man.
I think Harry is an important enough character to be that rival.
Yeah.
That Peter.
'Cause I think
Harry
Electro
rivalry.
is a goner. This
Oh
film
yeah,
is a
yeah.
goner.
Electro, is the
Um,
film bad guy.
Yeah, and I
Well,
also
no, I
think
think
that
it's
based on
much
his
more of a
character,
cameo.
he's going to have a redemption towards
Yeah.
the end.
Like Doc Ock from
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. But I think Black Cat will appear, and I think Felicity Jones is a great actress for the role.
Yeah.
One, she's
Yeah, alright.
and
Come back.
but
You
basically.
couldn't go a podcast like that, could you?
Yeah. No, but basically, people are saying she's playing Lily Hollister, but it'd be good if she secretly is Black Cat. But if I only want it to be a cameo, because I think that if they're doing a Sinister Six movie and they're going to fight Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man, Lizard, Black Cat versus the six of them. That's sort
Didn't
of.
they
more-
say that they're doing a Sinister Six standalone film?
That's what they've
So
said.
where do they come into
They did say they were
well,
gonna
the
do a
small
spin-off,
films, aren't
aren't
they?
they?
Yeah.
Coming out. Which actually I really like because I'm digging this plotline.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
new
definitely.
Spider-Man storyline.
Yeah.
It
And
is-
I
it's-
think I could just go.
I mean,
with
personally,
all four.
it's my favourite Marvel
Yeah,
films.
same.
Easily.
But I mean, like we've seen Electro a lot. Do you think
Yeah.
it looks cool?
Yeah.
And the CGI on Electro is amazing.
Yeah, a lot of it isn't. I know he's wearing a face mask and it channels light for it. So
Yeah, man, that's so cool.
Yeah,
That's so
and they
cool.
just touch it. Yeah.
We've not seen a lot of Goblin.
yeah.
You get fleeting glances. But I mean, like I've had a look. I think he looks cool from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I think he looks better
Does
than
he ever-
Goblin in the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he have like a helmet and stuff?
No,
Or-
he hasn't got a lot.
But he's got a sort of creepier
And his
tighter
hair has been
face, and it's sort of green.
Yeah.
But the idea that Norman Osborn was ill and he wanted the lizard formula, I thought it's in one of, I think it's the Ultimate Spider-Man, where the goblin is an actual goblin creature, sort of similar to the Hulk.
He becomes Ultimate Goblin or something like that.
That's
what
Norman
Osborn.
Osborn, I think, will turn into that. Because otherwise, it sort of makes what the Lizard did in the first film redundant in a way.
What, turning people into lizards?
Yeah.
You could, it could be foreshadowing. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It's the idea.
Because at the end of the first one, it is shown that he didn't lose all of his lizard DNA, isn't it? Because you get that glimpse, he's still got all the scales on his neck. So if I think he probably turned into a lizard again if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could easily come back. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm so psyched.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Did we ever find out who the person at the end of in the prison?
No,
was?
that's the gentleman.
He is the gentleman.
The guy with the hat.
Yeah. He's
Who says we have big plans for you, Peter? So I presume we meet him in the next one.
And initially I did think people said it was Electro at the end, but I thought it made sense to be Norman Osborn because he was shaking, and you know when Norman Osborn.
Oh, you think Norman Osborn's
Here's a plot twist.
No, but I don't think they might be the same person, but I don't think they are. I think they are the two separate.
I would still love for the
I'd say,
Mysterio.
what if
Could be.
Peter's dad never died and the gentleman is Peter's dad?
Oh well, there's that scene.
Throwing
in the
that
trailer.
one out there.
There's that scene in the trailer where they're both on the plane together.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there is.
There's sort of-
Just throwing
They're
that one
fighting,
out
they're
there.
fighting, aren't
We
they?
heard that a speculation from us.
But there has
if
been
we're
rumours.
right, you know.
There have been rumours
I'm
that
psychic.
his father's still alive and he's up to something.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen any of those rumours.
Yeah.
That's just out of my mind, just thinking. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Is the gentleman an actual character from the comics?
Yeah.
He
I
is.
recognise.
Has he got
Yeah, I
powers?
recognise
No.
the name.
He hasn't got powers.
No, he's just.
So there's got to be a way he got in and out of that cell.
Yeah,
When the lightning
Mysterio
flashes, he's
would
there.
make
When the
sense.
lightning flashes, he's gone.
So want Mysterio.
Yeah, I could so dig Mysterio being in it. And I think it could be the gentleman. They don't, because we've seen they're changing the design so much.
Mysterio
Electro looks
doesn't even
nothing
have,
like the
Mysterio
comic one.
doesn't actually have to be like have actually any superpowers. He can just be like, you know, one of these magicians.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
about nowadays who just can do these sort of things without.
Yeah.
David Blaine.
I'm not
Yeah,
necessarily.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily saying the gentleman is Mysterio.
No,
Yeah.
But he could be aided by Mysterio.
Yes.
Um,
Definitely.
I'd love that. I think it'd be great.
But also, have you seen the viral site for the Daily Bugle site?
No.
So basically, they've teased loads of other villains, and they've teased
Really?
Shocker. They've teased.
Well, Venom was teased in the first trailer.
Yeah. Who else have you got? You've got Hobgoblin actually as well. The one in the orange.
The Hood.
Yeah.
I think there's a
I
lot of
wouldn't be
potential for this
surprised.
series. to
I
show
wouldn't be
us
surprised if
villains.
Harry does end up being Hobgoblin in the end, and
His father being Green Goblin.
I tell you what, I think
Yeah.
they need to do Venom because they need to redeem him from the original trilogy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love seeing Carnage as well.
Yeah.
Venom's just such a cool character.
Yeah.
It's just an evil Spider-Man. It'd be fantastic if they
Do you
did
think
it
they would
right.
do him again? Do you think they do people like? I mean, they're already redoing Green Goblin, so you think they would redo Doc Ock,
Yeah.
Sandman?
I don't think they'll already do Sandman. I'd like to see Shock. People say he's a B-rate Electro,
I think
but
he kind of
I
is.
don't think he is. People don't understand what he can actually do. Like,
Isn't he like shockwaves? Sound
no,
waves?
sort of like vibrations, sound waves,
vibrations, yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't really like him as a character, and I've imagined the way he could be
I
done.
wouldn't be. I would be surprised if they did it though. I think.
But they have
because they've
teased
already
it.
got. Have they?
They have teased
Whether or not they actually do it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
They
it can
might-
just be a tease.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, speaking of other characters, BJ Novak cast as Alistair Smith.
Smythe. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he's a villain. He created the Spider Sliders in the comics, and so you know the giant robots that hunt down Spider-Man.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they were in one of the games, weren't they?
I think so. And I think they're in the Amazing Spider-Man game actually.
The first one.
Yeah, they were.
PlayStation 1.
Yes, they were.
No, not that.
They were. Well, they
No,
were
not that
robots in the Amazing Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the most recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also they had a Rhino in that game as well.
Yeah, they usually do
Yeah.
most characters. I mean, I remember in number 2 they had stuff people like Rhino.
Admittedly, this casting could mean absolutely nothing because in the first Amazing Spider-Man, didn't they cast someone as a bad guy called Camel Khan or something like that, and it turned out just to be that guy
Yeah.
like in Oscorp.
Yeah, he was supposed to be someone called Proto.
Proto Goblin, yeah.
Yeah, but he just turned out to be the CEO of.
Yeah.
So well, he was gonna like you would see him like doing the glide or something if it went through.
Yeah, well maybe, but I just think, well, he got killed off, I think, didn't
I don't think he did. Well, not Electro, Lizard got to his car.
he? Yeah,
They didn't kill him though.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But also, what do you think about as Oscorp is the hub of all evil? There's rumours that it's obviously Venom's thing
Venom
appears.
storage.
Yeah. What if Venom was a biological substance created by Oscorp and not an alien? I think
I actually love that as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because I know Sam Raimi was being true to the comics, but the meteorite falling was a bit stupid, and no one noticed it.
Yeah. I think having I know it's superheroes, but I sort of like it grounded to a sense, like it's set in the world we know, and
It's almost like it could. It's almost as if it could actually happen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But not like don't
wouldn't
comment
actually
saying,
happen, yeah.
"Oh, you idiots, it can't happen." I know it can't. It's
Alright,
superheroes.
alright.
No, but I get so much grief for this all the time.
Well, I kind of get where
He
you're
gets
coming
pissed
from.
off.
Yeah, he's an angry old man. Because at least, like in the original trilogy, Green Goblin it could happen if someone went crazy and then they invented some kind of super glider. And Doc Ock, it's just he fastened things to himself, and then I think that's why Venom felt so out of place in a way, because it was just meteor landed. There you go.
Yeah. But Raimi only he did really do.
He hated Venom, didn't he? Yeah. I think it showed because Venom wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So on to our next big topic of movie shock. Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg.
So a lot of you may know about the Batman vs Superman film.
I know that.
Lot of
That's
controversy.
about where my knowledge is.
Lots of controversy. I mean, they've cast Ben Affleck as Batman. People don't think Zack Snyder's a great director. A lot of people don't like Man of Steel. I quite like Man of Steel.
Yeah, I mean, it was an entertaining, but that's where it ends.
People say the problem was it was trying to be the Dark Knight, but Superman. So I'm actually doing some work on my dissertation on Batman, and I've looked at Superman as well. And Batman and Superman represent two very different things. Like Batman represents this something like Jungian archetype of the shadow, and Superman represents America and like capitalism and the American dream.
Are they fighting each other in this film?
I think maybe.
Batman wouldn't stand a chance.
Have you seen The Dark Knight Returns though?
No.
It's there's a comic book written by Frank Miller, and it was an animated film as well, where basically Batman suits up in a mech suit, but also that's a little thing, don't worry. He suits up in a mech suit. He uses it's set in the 80s during like it's a very cultural piece this, but Superman is weakened by a nuclear blast and it's very cloudy, so there's no sunlight. So Superman absorbs his energy from the sun.
because Superman gets powered up by the sun, doesn't he?
And then also Batman uses Green Arrow to shoot Superman with kryptonite. But Batman knows that Superman will have mercy on him, and Batman won't hold back where Superman will, and that's how he's able to beat him. And I think we might see this in the film, but I don't know. But Ben Affleck as Batman, I mean, I think he's an alright choice, but I mean, he's not who I would have picked.
Who would you have picked?
Personally, I would have liked to seen Luke Evans, who played Bart the Bowman, in
Oh yeah.
I think he would have played a good Batman.
Oh, right, yeah.
Maybe.
People wanted Orlando Bloom.
Oh, God, no.
No.
People wanted like Richard
It would
Armitage.
just be legless in a mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
As much as I like Orlando Bloom, he's not suited to play Batman.
and if they were adapting Dark Knight Returns directly, I would have wanted Viggo Mortensen as Batman.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be about in his 50s in The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
But the main news recently is that they've cast Lex Luthor and Alfred. So if I just briefly mention Jeremy Irons, known for films like Die Hard with a Vengeance, voiced Scar in The Lion King.
Evil bastard.
Yeah, he's got I can't think of anything else he's been in. I'm sorry.
He was in the Aragon film.
Yeah.
Terrible film.
Yeah. But he's sort of he's won an Oscar.
Okay, but
And he's been cast as Alfred, and I think that's it's going to be very different from Michael Caine. There's rumours that Timothy Dalton was being considered for Alfred. But Jeremy Irons is a good choice. I don't have a problem with him. He's more known for playing villains.
Yeah.
But,
and I would have. I mean, I don't know how old Jeremy Irons is, But I don't even. He doesn't strike me as old enough.
Well, he's in his 60s. I think he's
I
like
got-
67,
I got
68.
the old guy impression from
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Yeah. Well, he was in the 80s.
Well,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was
an old
in fairness, he was
yeah.
an old guy.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean,
I just can't really
Michael
tell
Caine.
what
The thing is,
angle they're going at for here with
for me,
this film.
Michael Caine is Alfred now.
I guess so.
But I'm
Christian
so-
Bale is Batman.
But
Exactly.
they
It's-
can't use Christian Bale again because
No.
what him and Nolan did was so good. I don't want them to ruin
They
it.
can't support it.
Well,
So-
Christian Bale's kind of our Batman. Because
Yeah.
lots of people think that he's not, and some of the older ones, but
Yeah.
I don't know, Buffy Gilmore.
I think Christian Bale was the best Batman and Bruce Wayne. People say Michael Keaton, but I just thought especially because it's the ones I grew up watching, and it just meant, and I just love seeing Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. I love all three of them. I know people sort of like don't like some of the Dark Knight Rises or some of Batman Begins, but I think they're great films. They're made really well. Chris Nolan's a great director, but they're going to have to do something very, very different.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck's Batman is just, as I say, I don't know.
What do you think about Lex Luthor?
Yeah, Lex Luthor. So basically, those of you who don't know, Jesse Eisenberg is going to play Lex Luthor, and this is I don't think it's a bad choice, but it was not the approach I think they were going for, and Jesse Eisenberg was in films like Zombieland and The Social Network. And after seeing him in Social Network, where he plays an egotistical billionaire, I think he can play this role fine. I don't know if he's going to shave his head for the role, because Lex Luthor's iconically bald.
Yeah, he kind of has to, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the original, Gene Hackman wore a wig for some of it and he'd rip it off. And basically, I think he can play it well, but people did want Bryan Cranston, because he's bald, play him. But also today it was announced that Tom Hanks was in the running for Lex Luthor. And what would you have thought of that if Tom Hanks played Lex Luthor?
Tom Hanks playing Lex Luthor.
I'm not really sure what I think of these massive stars playing comic characters, because he's too recognised. I know Christian Bale is huge, but
Well, he's a method actor, so he can sort of...
yeah, and I
He's
just kind of think
as well.
that I would see Lex Luthor and be like, it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that's one of the reasons I think Andrew Garfield was such a good Spider-Man.
He was
in Social Network, wasn't he?
Yeah, but
He
he was
was
a known
relatively
actor.
unknown.
Yeah,
Not to criticize, but he was an unknown actor.
yeah.
But what I
Jesse
think,
Eisenberg might work.
I think he's going to do fine, but I think people
He's got a
expect
shave.
an older Lex Luthor, and there's a rumour that he's a street thug or something with tattoos.
Comes from a reputable source.
Yeah, Latino Review, which I'll be honest, they tend to spout a lot of actually I won't say it because I don't want them to come after me.
Get you for
But he's just implied it. So.
They do spread rumours a lot, but it makes sense to have Superman and Lex Luthor the same age, but they did this in Smallville where they were childhood friends and they grew up together, and that's how he became jealous. But there's a storyline where Lex Luthor's president of the USA, and I thought maybe doing something along those lines, so him being an old actor. And Bryan Cranston I would like to have seen as Lex Luthor. I even suggested like Gary Oldman as Lex Luthor, and we'll mention him in a minute, and something else. And Jason Isaacs even, he's not too old, but I think he could have played a great Lex Luthor. But I think this will work fine. As we know, us moaning about the casting doesn't change anything, so we just have to deal with it.
You want to talk about Gary Oldman?
Yeah, so Gary Oldman,
You can't
this
read.
is moving on. So as some of you may know, Star Wars Episode 7 is being made, and Gary Oldman, in an interview, I think today,
Episode. We will talk about Star Wars Episode 7 on that time.
We will.
Yeah, that's
Again,
that is a video in
I
itself.
am the Star Wars fanatic in this group again. So as well. So
according to you.
Yeah, I'm quite a Star
Oh
Wars.
no, don't get me wrong. These
Yeah.
two are pretty big Star Wars fanatics, but
Yeah, but
so.
basically Gary Oldman has revealed that he has been approached for a role in Star Wars, and it's not a done deal yet. and he said he'll believe it when he's flying back to London to shoot it. So that makes me think they're in negotiations for him to play a role.
Possibly.
So I'd really like to see.
I'd like to see it. Gary Oldman is a great actor.
Yeah,
He is, yeah.
I think people are suggesting he play like an Imperial officer, but I think they'd underuse him. I'd like to see him as a
Yeah.
Jedi Master
Yeah.
or a Sith Lord, something like that.
I don't think he'd be a bad guy.
Yeah, I think he's sort of fallen out of the bad guy now,
Yeah.
because he was known for that for so long.
I mean, recently, Sirius Black, good
Yeah.
guy.
Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon, good
Yeah.
guy. And then they're two of the biggest franchises really of recently.
Unless he's kind of like a mentor for the kids, or something like that.
He definitely is the mentor kind of guy.
Yeah,
isn't he?
I don't, because,
Robin.
I mean, let's face it, we don't know what's going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a little teaser for you.
Yeah, it's not.
I've lost my train of thought, so
have some
we're
faith in
going to
your
carry on with
So we're going to move on.
I think it's about time.
It feels like we've been talking about it for ages.
We said we'll only do this for an hour, but
I think we've gone way over on it.
We're on an hour now, I think.
Who cares?
So have we
Tom likes to talk.
Teleshock.
I'm not going to say which one.
We're moving on to TeleShock now.
The Walking Dead is coming back very soon.
I'm going again.
Yep. I'm very glad to see
I am
it.
so excited. I mean, we're going to have to talk about this in a separate video another time.
But
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. Well,
Spoilers, but you should have seen it, but spoilers, the governor.
What?
I'm sorry.
Would you
Does
like
he
to
get
see
the
him
ghost?
return in the next episode
Oh, is
as a walker?
No,
But you suggested once that he'd be like a super walker because he was just so.
he was a beast. But
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't like to see him come back as a walker now. But it's a shame.
I
It's
was.
a shame, but I also think it's time for him to go.
Yeah.
He's been in there for a long time.
But when on the last episode, I really thought that he would be successful taking the prison and driving them out.
Yeah.
But, so I was ashamed to see.
I kind of think that they could have done something with that, but we've been at the prison for so long.
Yeah.
It had
No,
to
but
be
then they
straight.
could have left it there because it is Rick's story initially.
You're trying to tell me that you don't think Rick would try and take the prison back?
No.
Why not? They have everything to gain from getting it back.
Not if they rolled in with a tank and rolled in and killed loads of people.
I suppose so. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and there's loads of spoilers.
I'm just glad the prison was done.
Yeah. There's loads of spoilers. I've not read any yet, and I don't want to.
I know a couple,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to go into it. But I'm looking forward to that definitely. When does
Yeah.
it come back? No.
Sunday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so check that out. Return 8 more episodes.
Very excited.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've heard this might be true, and I'll ask you.
Go on.
There's rumours that they're heading to Washington DC,
I have no idea.
which in the comics they
Whatever
do.
it is.
Actually, you
Negan's
mentioned
territory.
it before.
They're what?
It's Negan's territory.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Negan. Yeah.
That'd
I'd
be
see him.
Everyone wants to see Negan, but I don't think he'll be in it. Why? I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
he'll
they
show
should-
up at the end.
Yeah, but I think they need sort of more against the wilderness now because they had.
I agree.
two-
More zombie killing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been a fair bit of that this season.
Well, people have suggested, and I agree with this, I've seen some people said walkers are no longer that scary. It's like people are more scary.
Well,
It's
I
like-
kind of agree with that, but
I feel like
I
it's a whole different debate on its own.
But they've got a-
we'll do videos on Walking Dead, but I kind of feel that they've amped up the Walker threat this season so far, which is what they said they were going to do.
Yeah. I'm glad to see it return, hopefully, because they're all separated in the wilderness.
I'm looking forward to it coming back as well.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, just a quick thing, at the Super Bowl there's a teaser trailer for 24 Live Another Day, which is basically season 9 of, what's so funny, Tom?
They ended up getting fairly political in the end, didn't they? I know the first couple were fairly good.
Can't say I've seen it.
No, I really liked all the 24 series, I think they're all great. I can't remember what, it ended last season
I haven't
8.
actually watched them, but
Yeah.
I know I've heard stuff about it. They started to get a little bit political in the end, but I mean, I could be talking nonsense here.
No, I think it did revolve around sort of the White, because he was like directly working with the president in the last season. So it's something to do with a peace treaty at the UN.
But yeah.
But this one it is going to be set in London. And
Really?
yeah, Jack Bauer's back and he's in London. The teaser shows basically every stereotype. You see the black taxi, you see the gherkin in the background, you see the red telephone box.
That's not a stereotype, it's like a cultural line.
Well, yeah, my bad. But
Anyway.
yeah, but that's not what Britain's like, really. I mean,
Black cabs, red telephone boxes and the gherkin. They are all in Britain.
yes, but they're not all.
I think you're talking about like Britain's not all sipping tea with
Yeah,
Mongols.
but I think that they picture it as I think when people see the black cab, they think, oh, Britain. I mean, I don't even know.
It's iconic.
Yeah. So, but Stephen Fry's going to be playing the British Prime Minister in that, which I think is
Okay,
great.
fair enough, yeah.
Always great to see.
I think everyone, I think I speak for a lot of people in England, say Stephen Fry, Prime Minister, yeah, why not?
Alan Davis as Nick Clegg.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
I didn't mind.
Americans, you're not going to get this joke. Anyway, I think it's time to move on to the more pressing matters.
The big topic of debate for CultureShock this week. Not so much a debate, but Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. What do we think first? This is our Doctor fanatic.
Yeah, I am definitely the, I wouldn't say expert, but yeah, expert.
Well, you love it more than...
I do, yes. I've been watching it since it came back.
What do we think about Peter Capaldi?
You know what? It's a nice change.
That's what
I've loved them all. You know.
Again, Doctor Who.
Since it's come back.
About so much in other videos. We have got a lot of other videos, so.
Yeah. It's safe to say none of us have really watched any of the classic ones. I haven't really. I've seen a couple of the movies, but that's it. So speaking from since it come back in 2005.
I think it was
2005, yeah.
2005. They started filming 2004.
No. Nerds. We're all nerds.
We are all nerds. As so should you all be if you're watching this, to be honest.
It's not a label audience.
We love you, really.
An older actor.
But no, what was
I'm very happy.
I'm glad he's older. I think he's going to be really good. Hopefully, he will help open up Clara to be a little bit better.
I like Clara as a companion. I mean, I only came into it's like I sort of fell out of Doctor Who with Matt Smith a bit. Not because I thought it was bad. I just because
I did prefer Tennant, and I just thought his episodes were better as well.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I like the 50th with both of them.
The 50th was good.
John Hurt as an older
50th was really good, yeah.
And that proved what an older
right.
Doctor can work.
I
thought it was fantastic, but that's
Doctor
Who.
With Doctor Who, yeah.
I can find faults with Doctor Who, but you know, I love it too much.
What do we think of Capaldi's clothes, his attire?
I really like it.
I really like it as well. Although I'm not too sure about his trousers. He kind of looks like he's wearing MC Hammer pants, but other than that, yeah, they're a bit baggy and he's too old for that.
I just thought they looked like, suit
I think he looks kind of cool. I like his jacket. I want that jacket.
His jacket
It's alright.
It's red lining, yeah.
It's so cool. It looks like the. I'm gonna really. I hope I hope Doctor Who fans are watching, but I hope there are no diehard fans are gonna kick me around the face if I get this wrong. Is it the Sixth Doctor with the cloak, the little red and black cloak? I can't remember.
No idea.
I can't remember.
I would look it up, but but yeah, he looks fairly similar.
We don't do that this podcast.
No, we wing it. We sat down here 5 minutes ago. So we do a podcast. No, we didn't.
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago, yeah, 12 ago. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Capaldi. I think it's a much needed change.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping it'll be fairly gritty actually.
Stephen Moffat said an older actor was required for more darker content, but it is a kid. I don't want to label it a kid's show, but it's suitable for children.
I'm going to mention this now.
Okay.
It has been rumoured that the Master is coming back.
I'll be happy with that.
I'll be very happy.
Well, he can now.
It's rumoured that, but it's also rumoured that Sims is going to come back and do the regeneration.
Well, that'd be alright, but
I'll be happy with that.
I really like Sims anyway. I think he's a fantastic actor. So even if he just came back as the Doctor, as the Master, sorry.
I liked the Master when he was the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
but I definitely kind of thought I don't want to say jumped the shark, but he wasn't as good the second time.
The second time when he was the Electro thing.
And he was showing his skeleton occasionally and stuff like that, and eating like a rabbit. That was weird.
I mean, he was.
I didn't like that as much. He was definitely better the first time.
Yeah.
And his regen into John Sims was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Those last 3 episodes.
They were at the end of time.
It was Master series.
So good.
It was fantastic.
That is.
That is one of my favourite triple 3 episodes.
Well, I mean, since we're talking about Stephen Moffat, Sherlock.
Oh, Sherlock, yeah.
What did we think of this series gone by? And it has just finished in the States as well.
Alright, so sure, I like the second episode the most.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
You're crazy!
No,
Get out!
you get out. It's in my
The second, the wedding episode.
Yeah.
Get out!
Okay, what was your favourite?
The third one.
Third one, yeah.
Why?
Because it was the only good one.
And even then, it had a bad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I watched the second episode a few times and I just liked it. I enjoyed it.
My issue with the second one, well, for one thing, the murder, the mystery, the case is
My
weak.
whole problem with the entire series actually is that
Yeah.
there's no
There's
case.
no mystery solved.
There's no like, oh, he's taking the case. It's just the second was all mini cases which all happen to coincidentally merge into one big case. It's just no.
You know in the second one, it's about the dude who stabs them through the belt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. You know that the guard goes and has a shower?
Yeah.
Are you telling me he didn't know he'd been stabbed? That is ridiculous. How do these people not feel
The
they've been stabbed?
The idea behind it is it's so thin. It's not you're not meant to feel any pain, but it's just like unless it was
The
coated
belt-
in some form of
But you see the
anaesthetic.
blade, don't you?
Yeah.
It's massive.
Why not? The
Yeah.
belt would have stopped the bleeding, but you would have known you'd been stabbed.
Exactly. And frankly, even if you didn't,
Yeah.
when you were taking the belt
Yeah.
off, you'd be like,
You wouldn't go, oh, I'm
wait
gonna
a
have
second, I'm going to have a shower. Yeah,
Yeah.
wait a second. I definitely thought that was weak.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the whole drunk Sherlock. I thought it was stupid.
Alright.
I thought it was entertaining actually.
I thought it was kind of funny. I thought the best thing
I
was
tell you,
the,
I tell you what it needed. It needed to be a sort of a sub episode. It didn't need to be in a full episode. If it was
I
going to be
just think it didn't need to last.
John's honeymoon should have just honeymoon
Bachelor night.
bachelor night. Thank you. Should have been like the mini episode before the
Yes,
series.
yeah.
It should have been something like that.
The best thing about that was the kind of
That'd be
clever
perfect.
visual thing they did. You know, they have the deductions appearing on screen. It
Yeah.
was like all really drunken ones.
Yeah.
That was funny. But
it was a hilarious episode.
I can buy Sherlock having a past drug problem.
Oh yeah.
Because he strikes me as the type of person.
Well, I
who
mean,
has a past drug problem.
that's been implied
Drunk
for the
Sherlock
last.
is just weird
Yeah.
and slightly out of character, I think. But I mean, you know, the third one was the best, even though that was a letdown as well.
At the end of the day,
I
mean, the series we prefer, I think collectively, I think
Season
we
three
prefer
has
the second one,
I prefer
second series.
Second series.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
the second series was the
Baskervilles,
best.
I didn't like that episode.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
But
alright.
then Reichenbach 4 was just brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like the
The first episode was
Which is the not
Scandal in
Scandal in
Belgrade.
Belgravia with
Irene
the
Adler.
yeah.
Yeah.
The woman even that's her name.
Yeah. But did you like Magnuson as a villain?
Mm-hmm. Loved it.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the third episode was such a disappointment.
because he could have been so awesome.
That blackmail plot could have been such a good mystery.
Yeah.
And then he just gets completely shafted. And
Maybe
then
you're right then.
I think the issue with the third episode as well is that there wasn't really a plot when you think about it, because the villain didn't want anything. And he specifically comes out of it and goes, I don't want anything. So it's like, what? So it means there's no point to any of it. Other than the fact that he's just a bit of a dick.
My problem
Yeah.
with the Sherlock series is that they're so short.
Yeah, it's a bit
Actually,
like, oh, I
it's
don't
just
think we're
like
going to have
to
to
be
wait that long
ourselves.
this time.
No,
Christmas
yeah.
Day is the
I
rumor.
mean, I don't have a problem with waiting anyway. I don't.
2 years.
Well, it was
2
a
years
time.
was a
We
long
only had to
time.
wait because
The reveal. Do we even get a reveal of how he survived? We
No.
didn't really, did we?
No,
Because he
no,
tells
we
it,
don't-
he
He says
we
it's,
don't know.
he implies it's a lie, doesn't
No,
he?
no one knows.
So annoying.
I reckon just Moffat isn't smart enough to come up with it. I don't think anyone is.
Well, probably.
Yeah, that is probably how they're going to get around it. It's like many things he does. It's like
I don't see the point in keeping it hidden for another series. No one cares that much anymore.
Yeah.
He's alive
they're,
now,
they're,
right?
not going to say it. They're just
Probably
not going to say it. There's no point.
Probably not.
I like some of the ideas that they came up with.
I liked the one where he falls on the airbed,
Yeah,
if they take out the airbed.
yeah. And
The rest of it was really good.
Yeah, going round in the circle.
Because that was exactly what I
pretty-
thought happened apart from the airbed. Like Molly throwing out the fake body.
Yeah. I mean, like, you thought that they started kissing, didn't you?
Oh.
Yeah, that was what he wanted to happen, wasn't it?
No.
Speaking, of course, of Moriarty,
Yeah, the end.
what do you think?
It's not him.
No, I don't think it's him. I think it's someone. I kind of hope it's Irene Adler going through using him.
That's what I
Or something along those lines.
Because she is sort of a villain, and she was only in one episode. Moriarty was in like 7 episodes in total, something like that. And I think Moriarty is definitely dead. So it's not like As it
No,
was.
he's dead. He shoots himself in the head.
Or there's, I believe there's some villains called the Allen twins in the Sherlock books.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe they incorporate that, but I don't know.
I still want to see some of the more classic stories from Sherlock.
I think Moriarty has to be alive.
Really?
Otherwise, they're going to risk disappointing a lot of people with that ending.
Yeah, I think it's a facade.
Then maybe the kiss did.
Yeah.
I think Moffat's trying to do exactly the same thing as he did with Fall. Just.
It
to
does
try and get
almost
a
seem.
cliffhanger.
I was just going to say that. If Moriarty is dead, then that ending was there for no other reason than to make people
Yeah.
think about the next series.
Yeah. So would you say that's lazy?
Well, I mean, I thought the entire end of the third episode was lazy.
Well, actually, yeah, that's.
Because it's literally, you know, he kills Magnuson.
Yeah.
And Mycroft, who in my opinion is now one of the best things in that series,
Yeah.
he's like, what have you done? What have you done? And it's like, oh my god, this is going to have massive ramifications. 5 minutes later, Sherlock's back, and no one cares. And it's like, alright. And it's literally resolved by Mycroft saying to a couple of fat cats, Sherlock Holmes can't go to prison.
What should have happened? What should have happened is that they got the video and then it finished. So instead of Mycroft telling Sherlock to come back,
Yeah.
they should have sent him away.
Yeah.
Sherlock arrives somewhere
Yeah.
and then get the video and say,
Okay,
"Oh
yeah.
crap, what's going to happen now?"
Yeah. Right, yeah. I can go with that. So that's pretty much that. Recommendation of the week. Basically, in this section, one of us will recommend something for you guys, the viewers, to watch. And this week, it's the man, the plan, Matt Stevens. What's your recommendation of the week?
Well, I mean, I started a few weeks ago. A show called The Musketeers started on BBC. It's basically about 3 musketeers.
It's got Capaldi in it.
It's got Capaldi on it. Capaldi's Cardinal,
He's the villain
yeah.
of the. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name.
No, I can't. They're all French names. It's I struggled a little bit there, but it's fantastic. I'll be honest, it is fantastic. It's like if you like Merlin or Robin Hood, and at the end of the day, if you like stuff like Doctor Who, any of those BBC dramas, Musketeers is perfect for you.
You say it's BBC?
But it's BBC. It's a BBC drama.
Cool. Alright.
Fantasy drama, just like Merlin and Robin Hood, basically.
Yeah.
We're only 3 episodes in, so but
Okay. Yeah.
it's worth watching. They're all on ITV. ITV. Yeah, go to ITV Play. You won't find them there.
I don't think.
iPlayer.
Can people outside this country access iPlayer?
BBC has BBC America, and it should be on there.
It might be on BBC. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you're in England,
Yeah.
then you're lucky people. No.
Or if you go on the internet, that enough said.
Yeah. Okay. We are not promoting piracy. This man is not affiliated with CultureShock.
We don't know him. It's just he just sort of sat down. We needed somewhere to go, so
Please edit that out.
What?
No, it's not actually coming out anymore. But anyway,
This is live.
this is live.
Anyway.
It's not live. You can't watch us live yet.
No, not yet, but we may do it at some time.
If you like us,
Yeah. Please like us.
yeah. Tell us if you like us.
Yeah. Anyway,
get back to us.
yeah.
Subscribe for
that-
only £50 a day.
Yeah. That about wraps up this first ever podcast from the CultureShock crew.
Yep.
You can ask us
Don't
questions.
ever say crew again.
I never call us crew again, don't worry about that. I can't just make it worse next week.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, follow us on our Twitter. What is our Twitter? At CultureShock. Do we even have
Do
Twitter?
we have a Twitter yet?
Well, we'll make one.
We're making a Twitter.
We're making one right now.
Find us, our Facebook
I made
page.
YouTube.
We have a Facebook page, CultureShock.
Yeah.
Is it just culture?
Yeah, CultureShock.
We'll leave
the
the links in the description below. We'll make a Twitter
because
page.
we are so useless that we haven't
Yeah, pretty
prepared.
much.
I mean,
subscribe
we
to
type
this video. There'll be an annotation somewhere up here. Yeah. Look at it. What is he doing? But that, and also leave us some questions on Twitter or in the comments below, or even on Facebook if you find us there. But yeah, that's it from CultureShock. We're the CultureShock guys. That's he's got quotes, he's got scripts. He's our film critic Tom Roach.
Right.
It's the man with the plan, Matt Stevens.
Gotta have a plan.
And as always, I'm your fast talking game guru host, Tom Powter.